right, y'all. Welcome back to Not Too Much on Us, where the group chat meets the mic. Where your late 20s, keeping it cute, keeping it honest, keeping it real about what it's like navigating love, life, and leveling up. Today, y'all, we talking about dating.
Yep.
The expectations, the double standards, and all the I want a man who, but girl, are you really ready for that? Conversation. So let's get into it. Let's start off with a cheers.
Yes. Bada bing, bada bang.
Come on in.
Oh, she lights on us.
She's all the way over there.
Oh, look me.
Look, we brought it again. Once again, like we taking shots, but okay. Little sip. All right, y'all. So we're going to start off with intros. You already know us, but we're going to reintroduce ourselves. So I'm Shanaiya.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Cierra.
And today we actually have a special guest, my bestie boo since 10th grade.
Yes.
Alicia is here with us, y'all. She's going to be a reoccurring guest.
Yes.
So you'll see her quite often. But Alicia, tell the people about yourself. How old are you? Where are you from?
I'm 29. I know I don't look like it. But I'm from Miami. I live in Buckhead.
Rich.
You know it. I'm gonna be living on West Casey's Ferry in them $7 million homes soon.
Period.
So on me.
Period.
But I don't know. I'm a free spirit.
Yes, we love her. She is the other part of this group, y'all. She's my best friend. She's been known them for years as well. So we love her, and we're happy to have her here with us today. And she's gonna be very honest. Like she don't play.
Brutally.
Yes. So
I just ask questions.
Yeah, they're all the right ones.
yeah.
You thought Shelly was wrong?
Let me tell you, you wanted me to mean girl or bully? We'll give you mean girl or bully. Let me
Okay,
just say that. I gotta start off by saying that. Listen, y'all over here calling disclaimer real quick. Love Island disclaimer. Y'all want to call Shelly a bully? Y'all want to call Olandria a bully? A mean girl? Baby, we'll show you a mean girl, okay?
They will.
We're delivered. We don't act like that no more. We don't do that. But if we have to, we'll revert back. So, she's not even close to a mean girl. I am a Shelly Olandria stan. Y'all can't say nothing about her. Huda Taylor Clark, get the ASAP.
Ooh.
Adios.
All right, let's get into it.
Get into it, yeah. All right. So let's talk about
Jaw drop.
real or reaching as far as dating standards for both men and women. So what are 3 non-negotiables that you have when you're dating?
Broke, ugly, broke.
I can't.
Yeah, I'm
That's
sorry.
big. I mean, you're not gonna
It
approach
is important.
nobody who's ugly. Well, I'm not approaching nobody. Period. They're approaching
Period.
me.
Yeah.
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 But also, and respectful.
Like, are you gonna open my door?
Yeah.
That's bare minimum.
Chivalry.
Not
We
princess
need a
treatment.
gentleman.
You
We
need
need gentlemen.
chivalrous men.
Yes, absolutely.
Does your brain work? You got common sense, a little book, a little something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need all that together.
Okay, but really broke.
Ugly, broke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big on money. You need
We need some coins. Yes.
Or some ambition. What are your goals? If you don't have it yet, tell me how you're going to get it, when
And
you're
work
going to
towards
get it, and let's work towards it.
Yes.
Because if you got here with no goals, no.
That don't work.
I need some.
How old are you?
Yeah, what you want to do tomorrow? Like, what you got planned for this afternoon? Like,
Right,
what you got planned in general? They don't have plans.
You can't be playing the game and not doing
these
nothing.
Things ain't got no plans at all.
Please don't. Do something with your life. Please and thank you. All right, so when women say, I don't want to date a broke man, is that fair or hypocritical?
Fair. I feel like men should want to date no broke woman either.
But I feel like
1,000%.
that could be hypocritical because are you broke? Don't tell me.
That's true. If you're a girl and you going up to a man like, oh, I don't want to bring out, I don't want no baby, you better have something for yourself.
Yeah.
Something to bring to the table. Please.
Because if you have nothing but your phone and your lip gloss, which I bring to my man every day, then
that's what we have aligned with our men. So he know we ain't bringing nothing but lip gloss and.
But he knows if we needed to, we
could.
got it.
We could.
Exactly.
We got it.
Yeah.
With him, he didn't. He like I got it. So guess what? I got my lip gloss and ID.
Period.
Because I'm just girl.
Yeah.
Okay. With a strong, reliable man.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So should men have the same energy when it comes to money?
Yes.
We think so?
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
what do y'all mean?
Like, if we're saying, basically back to the last question, like, you know, if a man, we're saying we don't want a broke man, can a man also say they don't want a broke woman? And let me clarify, because yes, but also yes and no, right? When it comes to finances, because truthfully, a man is supposed to be the provider, right? The man is supposed to be the provider. So if he comes in making $150,000 a year, and I'm like, well, you know, I ain't broke, but it's not $150,000. I'm only making $80,000 a year. I feel like he should be okay with that, because realistically, the man is supposed to be the provider. But as a woman, we also need to be able to bring something to the table, right? We need to have some type of finances to ourselves. We don't need to be, you know, dirt broke, but I feel like a man should be okay with us, you know, not necessarily being rich, right? Or not, you know, making exactly what he makes. And then in turn, like, you know, let's say it's reverse. I feel like a man has to be okay with that as well. But realistically, like, the man is the leader. So as long as you have something to show for yourself, you know, got a little bit of something in your pockets, I feel like he should be okay with that.
Especially financial literacy. Like, I may not be the best at spending. I get paid salary. I get paid my coins. But, like, a man noticing that and, like, you know what? Like, I can help you where you lack. Like, I think that's okay. Like, as long as there's some sort of balance.
That's better than okay. Like, go ahead.
It is. Like, help me with my credit score. Help me with my savings.
Oh, for sure. My man.
Help me
literally.
with
Y'all, I make a decent amount of money, but I spend like crazy. I did not know how to save when I first met him, and he's really put me on. Like, he's helped me so much, become so financially responsible, and I really appreciate that. To me, that's huge. That is. It
is. Big. It plays a big part, especially like when you're working towards bigger things like marriage. That's important. For sure. So, someone actually asked me this. A guy that I had to block because we'll talk about that later. But, like, what's the male equivalent of receiving flowers? Like, girlies, we love our flowers. They're really nice. They make us feel good. But, like, what's the male equivalent to that?
I feel like, let me surprise you and take you out to lunch is their flowers. Or, oh, you better get a haircut? Here's $50 for your, because haircuts is expensive now, y'all. Here's $50 for your hair. Flowers is about $50, $60 too, if you think about it. So here's $50 for your haircut. Something simple like that, right? I think that would be the male equivalent to flowers. I feel like men appreciate that. Men tell me if y'all do or don't.
Men appreciate.
Yeah, let us know.
Anything. Little things, literally.
They do.
I met a guy one time at a bar. I went to go get some food, and he came to talk to me, and I was like, you know what? I'll talk to you. Let me buy you a drink. And he was like, what? I was like, yeah, I'm going to buy you a drink because I'm about to ask you some questions.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'll buy you a drink. He's like, wow, a woman has never done that. I'm like, it's just a drink.
Yeah.
I'm like, this little $10, $15 is nothing.
It's nothing. Yeah.
And I'm drinking right now, and you sitting next to me, so I might as well.
For sure.
Men just want to be considered, really.
Yeah,
if you
that's
make them feel special and not like regular, then they're going overly going.
Overly going.
Head over heels. Yeah, if I'm like at the store, like especially if I'm at Target at the mall, and I'm like, oh, you know, my man will like that. Like, I'm gonna get it.
Oh yeah.
So it might be something simple.
I'm a more than I'm gonna get it kind of a girl though. I'm a like, I be ready to buy my man a wear. I ain't gonna hold you. You do. You be dropping money on that man.
You I'm a simp.
Yeah, I'm a simp. I'm a trick. Whatever you want to call it.
When I have a man, I do be tricking.
It's real hard, real bad. I trick on my man real bad.
Yeah. Nothing wrong. It's okay. It's okay. All right, so what does emotional safety feel like? And do you think men get that in a relationship? You were ready.
Yeah,
emotional.
You were ready for that one. What you got?
Because she emotional.
So, this is something that I had to learn in my relationship. Ashley, why are you looking like that?
I'm listening.
Okay.
She's being receptive.
So this is something that I had to learn in my relationship because the beginning was actually very rocky for us, right? Because my man is very in tune with his emotions, right? And so in the beginning, it kind of, because I never really dealt with anybody like that. So it kind of, shocked me how, like, he really communicated about his emotions, the way he was feeling, and, he really wanted to voice that to me, right? Mm-hmm. And so in the beginning, it was really hard, y'all. I used to be like,
what you telling me for?
What you telling me for? What you want me to do with that? But I had to learn, right? I had to learn that
she was.
Y'all know me.
No, I know. I think it's really because how we was raised, but we'll talk about that another part.
Yeah, that's another. We were raised with emotionally detached mothers. But they love us.
They love us.
They put their everything into us.
They
but
were just
like,
young. They were
young.
So we were firstborn, so they didn't know how to really handle us.
Now they're very emotionally attached.
Too emotionally
attached. But growing up, it wasn't like that. So it was hard. It's hard, right? And so I had to kind of, figure out how to navigate that. And so now, me and my man, we're very in tune. He is, when he's going through something, he gets on the phone, on his way home from work and he's telling me, or, I can kind of tell now when, he's a little emotional or when he needs to talk, and, I'm right there, I'm all ears, I'm listening, I'm putting my phone down, I'm putting my all into him, because why? He does that for me, y'all. Yeah. I'm very emotional, and he's always there to pick me up when I'm down, when I'm going through something. He's helping me through it, right? Yeah. And so I have to be that for him as well, right? It's tough, especially like if you're not used to that in the beginning, or if you're not even used to a man that even knows how to communicate their feelings. It's really hard, but y'all, I promise you, like, if you're, dating with intentions and trying to, grow and get to marriage, being there for your man, emotionally is huge, because men don't, especially black men, right? They're taught to keep their emotions and feelings to themselves. No, we want them to be able to be our, we're their safe space, because if 100%. We're not their safe space, they'll go find a safe space.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I like that. So, what's one expectation you had in your early 20s? You're so funny.
Ashley's face is funny.
Okay, so what's one expectation you had in your early 20s that you might not necessarily have now when you're dating or picking a partner?
Me?
Anybody?
Yeah,
Floor is
whoever
open.
who wants to answer. I want Ashley to answer this one.
Go ahead, Ashley.
What expectation I have in my early 20s that I don't have now? I think the same.
You always been in tune with your emotions and dating.
Like, I know what I like. I've been very, like, that's just my whole life. Like, I know what I like. And I'm going to get what I like. So if you're not going to give it to me, I can just go get that from somewhere else. I mean, granted, nobody's perfect. But there's some things, like, you just can't, like,
force.
Yeah, or like put to the side. Like, if you like your tomatoes cut a certain way, I want my tomatoes cut a certain way. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
But I'm very strict. I've been strict my whole life, so.
True. Yeah.
I run a real tight ship around here.
And do.
I mean, they don't listen.
Hard-headed.
They're hard-headed, but I do put my rules are in place.
And she stand on business about them rules.
Yeah, they need whoopings, the ones that don't follow. But
I feel like my rules are in place, and I know it, but I don't care if you know it. I'm finna leave soon. I'm just letting you.
Wait, you don't have to know.
Yeah, I'm like, you do you then. If I told you something once, you did it again. I can't keep telling you something.
It's a principle, and you don't respect me.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know what? Let me get emotionally out of this before I physically leave.
That's how it always is.
And that's how girls are.
Yes. That's how it was with my marriage, to be honest. Like, I checked out, and I was like, you know what? I'm tired of telling you I'm not your mama. I can't do it. That's not my job. That's not my role. Yeah. And if I'm not your person, then that's okay. That's cool. Let's separate and go on about our business. So that's all right. Now that we've got our list and our non-negotiables, don't be laughing at me.
Don't. No way.
What's wrong with them? Keep
Okay.
Don't even clip that out. Keep that in there.
Oh, goodness.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
So now we got our list. Let's talk about what we really bringing to the table, ladies.
Yeah.
Okay. Why y'all laughing at me?
We're not laughing at you.
We're not laughing at you. She going through it. Okay, y'all. Okay.
I'm gonna turn red.
Wait, why you thought they was laughing at you?
Because it was after I said so. I didn't know what happened.
It wasn't you.
And she gotta get yourself together.
I'm saying.
Get yourself together. She got tears in her eyes.
Y'all, I got tears. Because y'all gonna be mad at me.
Yo, your mic was off?
No, it's not off. But my mic was in my... Oh, God.
This is
Okay,
the
this
clip.
is a clip. Okay.
What? And no, Ashley, you look dead ass.
She looked... Y'all, I can't. Oh, goodness.
Hopefully,
And it would be me.
yes, and hopefully it picked up your net vibration. So we still gonna have to worry about
And the whole time I'm sitting over here feeling like, what is it? What is on my neck? What is rubbing on my neck?
I'm gonna be like, don't worry, she used to be a smoker, y'all.
Them commercials scared me.
I'm like,
Right. The little... No, we can't.
No. Okay.
No.
I'm like, cigarettes?
Okay.
It's
No.
crazy. Smoking cigarettes is insane.
Don't do it.
Say no to drugs.
Please. Yeah.
A little
Yeah, I mean,
shot
me
here and there,
personally,
that's it.
I ain't smoking nothing.
That's a non-negotiable. If you smoke in your breath with the cigarette smoke,
Or the black and
With a black lip, a black
don't
mouth.
breathe on me.
That's
Yeah,
not
my
a non-negotiable.
my dad smoked.
Don't. I'm not
But
dealing with you.
it's okay.
It's not non-negotiable.
I ain't
It's just you won't
yeah.
even get past
Yes, you
anything.
smoke
You won't get a
cigarettes?
conversation out of me. No, thank you.
Y'all, I have an unpopular opinion since we're on the topic of smoking real quick before we get back. But, like, they don't judge me. I'm sorry. Y'all can come to me if y'all want to. I really don't care. I think if you, like, people smoking weed, it's fine. Smoke weed, whatever. If you smoke out of a bong, I'm automatically calling you a crackhead.
Yeah.
You're a crackhead.
You are.
Like, what is wrong with you, baby? Just go roll up, like, out of a bong.
Do it normally.
Y'all, we were getting ready. No, I can't say that. Because... But I saw somebody smoke out of a bong for the first time. I'm not going to tell you where. I'm going to tell y'all where later. Because if I tell you, they're going to know if I'm talking about them. I saw somebody smoke out of a bong for the first time. And immediately my face was... And it was mind you, that's my first impression of them, right? I had just met them that day. I just met you. Baby, and that's my first impression of you is you smoking out of a bong.
You weird.
Crackhead.
You seen the ones that be making you seen the ones that be cutting open the bottles and stuff?
Yeah.
I'm like, is that serious?
Is it that serious?
So they make
They was doing it in high school, bro. They was doing it in high school when they put it like, yeah.
I'm laughing because my man smoked only out of a bong.
Not you. You're not. Can I say his name on here? We locked in. We got to talk about you.
No,
Okay?
he do that
He don't even
because
look like he's like we do that anyway.
he do that because he don't like rolling up or nothing because all of those have like nicotine and
then,
all
yeah.
that stuff. So he prefer to just smoke
Straight to
the
the source.
weed.
Yeah.
That's it. Like no other.
I mean,
nothing.
I get that.
So, I'm gonna go home and be like, Shanaiya.
She's in there quiet.
Don't tell me. I'm wondering why she over just giggling, not saying nothing, not agreeing with us or nothing.
I'm like, woo.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right, let's get back.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so do y'all believe that relationships should be 50-50?
Yes, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay, let's hear it.
Sorry, y'all, I'm taking the lead on a lot of these,
Go ahead, girl.
but it's just
You say you
some of
doing
these.
Pilates?
Taking a lead on a lot of these.
Oh, I was gonna say, girl, what that got to do anything?
No,
I'm down.
yeah. You always down to do something.
I'm screaming.
Y'all, first off, y'all, we took shots before this, so if you see us fanning, it's because we hot, and then we drinking this wine.
Y'all both got on
And we both
sleeves.
got our long sleeves. It's hot.
we knew better.
Look at me.
I might, but okay. Yes, I do believe in 50-50. I'm not gonna say me and my man are 50-50. We're more 60-40, but however you want to do it, I believe in it, right? I believe that relationships are partnerships, right? A lot of women are just like, I want to be taken care of. I'm not going 50-50. I'm not doing this. So you're his roommate and
Keep taking care of you.
keep paying, spousal support,
Basically.
pretty much. Like
An allowance?
An allowance. Like, bitch,
I'm not opposed to allowance.
Okay.
yeah.
You said you want an allowance?
I'm not opposed to it.
I just can't see
If I
myself
had
being
some,
like,
but
oh,
like
I gotta wait till my man.
No, I'm not
gives
my money,
me-
but like you don't give me somebody too.
I mean, okay, so yes,
yeah.
I have my money, but my man still like he'll give me money, or like I know you can pay for it, but here you can take mine, right? So I feel like you got to give that man that option. You can't come out the gate being like, oh, I'm not going 50-50. I'm not doing this. Like, you cannot. A relationship is a partnership, right? Yeah. You have to show the man that you're going to bring something to the table. And I feel like that's a lot of what's going on in our society. A lot of women are getting dogged out because they bring nothing to the table. They're not trying to have a partnership. They're trying to be taken care of, right? Yeah. Men deserve to also be taken care of or receive something. Not all the time. However you want to split it, but bring something to the table. Have that partnership, right? Yeah. So I do believe in 50-50. However you want to split it is fine. But women, we just can't be like, give. Like, oh, I'm not, dating you if you want to go 50-50. Or now, given, if we go on a date and you be like, oh, you want to split the bill?
I'm gonna look at you.
Yeah, because like you asked me out on a date and now you're asking if I want to split the bill.
You asked me out and you
asking me if I want to split the bill. That's weird. Yeah, like I've never split a bill with my man ever, right? But I will, like we'll be out. He'll tell me, oh, we're gonna go out to eat or something like that. Okay, cool. And before he can put his card down, I'll put my card down. It don't happen quite often. A lot of times I turn my head when the bill comes. I'll be right back. But at the same time, I feel like men deserve to have a partnership, to have a partner, and not just, have to feel like they're taking care of somebody 24/7. So.
I believe in balance. I think that's important. However you want to weigh it, as long as it works, like whatever works for you and your partner. Yeah. Some men are very old school. I don't know about this generation, but like, no, I'm gonna take care of you. Like, yeah, if you want to stay at home with the kids the first year and then go back to work, I got you. You're good. We're taken care of. Don't worry about it. Don't look at the bill. I got it. But some women are, you got some that are independent. Be like, but no, I want to contribute. Here my little coins. And just, I'm going to pay this. I'm going to pay that. Or at least like my own personal stuff. And then like, if he paid a mortgage because we want to buy, not rent, then I'll pay some of the utilities.
Yeah,
work it out. Like I
think that's balance. Okay. However you want to, balance it out.
But to come in and expect, gimme.
I'm gonna ask a question to follow up, but I want everybody to answer this first.
Okay. I just feel like the 50-50 conversation is so played out for real. Like, do whatever works for your relationship. Like, if you've been with your man, he worked at McDonald's. I say nothing wrong with McDonald's, but if you work at McDonald's and he, like I'm saying, like. He obviously will be able to contribute much to the bill unless he's working sun up to sundown. But I just think just do what works for you in your relationship, you and your partner, you and your man, whatever, you your woman.
Yeah, because it's
who cares?
Like, don't listen to society.
I'm not in your house. Like, I don't care what you I'm not eating your pops and your cookie crisp and stuff. Like, do whatever works for you.
Cookie crisp? Yeah. That was a cereal you thought about?
Yeah. Right. I haven't
heard
a long time. Like,
that's so long.
I got it at my house right now, actually.
Oh, really? Yeah.
You're judging me?
Not judging.
Not judging me.
Okay, Alicia, what you think?
Not judging. What do you think?
About
50-50.
You think it's played out?
I'll be looking at the bill. I'm like, oh, that's cheap, and then that's it.
That's it. So how much is the bill? How much is it? Oh, that's not bad.
No, I'll be doing that not knowing I'm doing that. My man be like, "Is cheap?" I'm like, "Yeah,
that's not too
$200." Oh, that's okay.
Anywho, a little better.
Yeah,
literally.
And then I'll be like, "Oh snap! I'll go half with you." Yeah, sometimes I'll be like, I don't mind.
Yeah. What works for y'all?
Mm-hmm. I remember our first time going to in our relationship. We'd been together for a minute, so we were like a little bit younger back then, and he wanted to take me out somewhere nice, and I think we went to, even though now STK is just like
STK.
STK. It's just like, we're just going, we can go to STK on a regular night. But back then, it wasn't just a regular night for us, right? We were young. We weren't making as much as we make now. And so he wanted to take me somewhere nice and went to STK, y'all. So we're ordering, we eating, we having a good time, we drinking. The bill comes. Oh. Girl, I peeped. I looked at I think we spent close to $350. And, back then at 24, that's quite a bit of money to spend on dinner, right?
Especially when y'all were
early dating. Yeah. But I definitely turned my head to that bill because I don't know who about to. You told me you want to take me somewhere nice to eat.
Now this one I realized I'm doing life okay because when you were younger, I got married at 22. I got married young, and so I just had the necessities or whatever. But then divorced. I went out on this date with this guy, and we went and got oysters, and the bill was like $2 something. And it was my first time like having somebody like spend it the first date. I ripped and I was like, okay, it's nice over here. But like y'all know, I wasn't really exposed to that.
I ain't gonna hold you. So Ashley and I were exposed to a lot of like fine dining and nicer things earlier in life because we grew up with the moms and like my dad that were like, oh, we about to go ahead and show you the finer things now.
So no man
think that they gonna come in and impress you with that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But we also been saying, I've been hearing bring to the table a lot in our conversation so far. And I just don't like that saying. Like
bring to the table.
Like what you bring to the table.
What should we say?
I don't know. I just feel like I just never been asked what you bring to the table. You ever been asked? Like, have y'all ever been asked?
No, I've never been asked that before. Because if you see me and have a conversation with me, you automatically know what I bring to the table.
You know my worth.
You know my worth. I don't have to explain it to you. You know how educated I am. You know, just by talking to me, not even just educated, just by talking to me, you know, okay, she's about something. She got some, some morals, some value. She's not, you can see what I'm bringing to the table. Offer it.
Yeah.
No, the man I blocked recently within the past 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah, you talking about him.
He was like, well, if I'm paying for the food, I'm taking you to dinner, it's our first day, I'm opening doors, I'm doing all that. Those are your expectations. That's bare minimum.
That's
like,
bare minimum.
What are you doing? And I was like, I'm showing up. Like, you got my time. He was like, well, you got my time. Yeah, he was like, well, you got my time too. Like, I'm taking time and money and blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, you not a man, this ain't gonna work. Because that's bare minimum.
You courting me. I feel like nowadays men want to be courted. Granted, I'm going to show my interest. I'm going to show my interest in different ways. But you gotta court me. Like
100%. I think
who gonna be the girls?
Who gonna be the girls?
Who gonna be the boys?
But I think that, and I know that we're gonna talk about this later on. But I think that also falls into letting a man lead and submission, right? Yeah. That falls into that category, and that is a completely different conversation. Actually, I'm going to say one of my questions, because the question I was going to ask y'all was, we're talking about like, oh, we don't mind, letting the man take all the, pay the bills, like whatever works for you, right? Yeah. But in turn, I feel like a lot of these men, like later on down the line, they kind of get this, well, I pay the bills. Like, I run your life. I feel like I control you. I have that entitlement.
Like,
right?
Who are you?
And don't do nothing for me if you're going to rub it in my face. Because baby, one thing about me, I will block you right after that.
I'll move out real quick.
Now you have no access to me.
And then listen, I be having a point to prove, y'all. I be going way too far. I always have a point to prove. Yeah. Don't tell me, well, I spent this much on you. Cash App, ding. There you go. You want it back?
Immediately.
Yeah.
Never needed you to buy it.
Never ever.
Could have did it myself.
But I also feel like somebody who asks me what I bring to the table, you not my man.
You not the man for me.
You're not the man for me.
You're not it.
Like,
and like, even when it comes to like other things, so I was picking like, okay, well, I'm a package here, like, regardless. So then it got to the point where I was like, so, I mean, what are you expecting? Sex at the end of the night just because you bought me dinner? He was like, no, I'm not saying that. And I was like, well,
my own limit drop.
Because I was like,
okay, I'll be here drunk, look at you being sober.
Right.
My limit drops.
I was like, well, I'm not doing that. So I don't know if that's your expectation. I don't know what you're looking for, whatever. And so I was like, yeah, I'm not really, being intimate at this moment. Like, I just don't want to do that. This man got quiet and then hung up on me. I said, block.
I'm glad you blocked him.
I'm glad you
say his name so that everybody can block him.
Yeah, well, what's his name?
Tyrone. This is Tyrone.
Mm-hmm.
Not Tyrone.
Block
I'll call him out. Call him out. Yeah, call him out.
You better call Tyrone.
All I'm going to say is,
start with
he go by a shoe store name. Y'all figured it out.
Nike.
Foot Locker.
Yeah, he go by Foot Locker. He goes by Foot Locker.
His name is JD.
Champ.
His name is JD. I just said it. His name is JD.
Oh, that's a good one. I'm
screaming.
That store kind of cool.
I'm screaming. Okay. Okay, so is it realistic to want a provider if you are like an independent woman?
Mm-hmm. Take the load off of me a little bit.
What do you mean?
I'm going to let y'all answer.
You said, is it realistic that what?
To want a provider and you want to remain like independent, you still want to like have...
Yeah, because I like to shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a shopper.
Yeah, I like having my own. Like, I don't ever want to have to ask. Yeah. Like, that was one thing when it came to like my marriage. I don't care if I use all my money up somehow, some way. I'm not gonna ask you. It bothers me. It makes me cringe.
Yeah.
Because I saw that a lot growing up. Like, oh, just ask the man. Oh, he would use them for something. And I'm like, but for what?
Yeah.
I'll struggle before I have to ask. Now, if you offer, I will accept. I will receive my blessing. But I'm not gonna ask you. What am I gonna do that for?
I don't know about struggle. I'm gonna call my dad.
I think provider can be used in different contexts. It can be financial, it can be mental, it can be like whatever.
Yeah.
One of my love languages is acts of service. Like do anything for me to make my life easier. So provider can look so simple for me, but it could be also other things. And I ain't gonna ever deny no money or bag or a trip.
Yeah, for sure.
Or food.
Or food.
Big on trip.
Heavy on a trip.
Oh, we know your man gonna take you somewhere.
Yes.
All the time.
I love that.
I love that for you too.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
All right. So have you ever built up a man and regretted it? For one,
I don't build a man.
I ain't never
baby.
built a man.
I ain't never built a man.
I've been there. I'll admit.
Okay.
I done
Talk about it, sis.
We done did it. I done did it. And so it came to my realization. Because I be catching men when they like figuring. I don't know why I catch them when they figuring stuff out. Right? So back when I was like, before I met my husband, I was talking to somebody. And he was just average, regular, right? And he was like, oh, I want to go back to art school. Like, I want to get into graphic design. I said, okay,
I had to remember who you used to talk about. Okay, go ahead. I know who he is. Go ahead.
Because you were supposed to come with me on that trip.
You went on
and y'all end up going on that trip by
We
yourself.
go on a trip by ourselves. So he was like, look, you know, when some people don't get outside Columbus or Georgia. You take them out somewhere, they see something nice.
In Panama City.
Hello.
That's what we went.
They did go to Panama, girl. They did go to, that's why I didn't go.
We did. Okay, and they see
what you doing here?
They see these beach houses. They see the finer things. It's just Panama, I know. You see the finer things, like, oh, now I want to get my life together. Okay,
he saw the finer things in Panama.
Oh, brother, let's not this up. I'm done.
Look, the finer things in Panama. Okay, go ahead.
The beach houses, the nice whatever's happening. I don't remember. Shoot. So eventually we got back from our trip. And he was like, you know what? I need to get on my shit. Like, I need to focus on me. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, do what you're gonna do. Good for you. My ex-husband, promotion time. Get the bag, get the coin. I'll help you. I will help you. Remember this chance.
She missed a birthday for me because she was trying to.
That was something else.
No,
you got caught with that stuff.
He did get caught with that stuff, but you're like, oh, he's not gonna be get promoted. I need to be there to help him and
I was
to help him navigate.
With his child.
No, I still that's a whole nother conversation because I feel like she shouldn't have missed my birthday for that. That man knew what he was doing. He was stuck pregnant on that military. I don't care. No, you were not pregnant at that time.
I was pregnant.
You were not pregnant at that time.
I told him on his birthday, which is the day after your birthday.
Oh, shit.
Were you really pregnant at that time?
I was pregnant.
Oh, well, then I was already on the up and up mad at her anyway. So this just put the icing on the cake. Because if you know, that's another story for another time. I was mad at her when she got pregnant and so on and so forth. I'm not a bad friend, y'all. We'll talk about it later. We'll keep going.
Anyways,
tell your story.
Building a man takes a lot out of you when you can build yourself. So just work on yourself. Build yourself.
I agree with that.
Yes. And let me specify when I say this, right? When I say I've never built a man, I mean I've never built a man, right? I've been with a man who might not have been where he wanted to be yet, but he knew where he was going. He didn't need me to tell him what to do, how to get there, do this, do that. I was there to support him. If he had a question, oh, for sure, like I can help you through that or navigate that, right? So I'm not saying that you can't be with a man that is not exactly where he wants to be yet and is still trying to get there, but you should know what you need to do to get there, how to get there. You should know which resources that you need, have your plan, right? So to me, building a man is, you don't know what you're trying to do. I'm sitting here trying to, let's figure, do you like this? Do you like this? What, here are your options. Tell me what I can do to help you. Let me do this for you. Let me do your application. That's building a man, right?
No, I ain't did no application. I draw the line down.
Application? Shoot. That's kind of crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah. All right. So basically, he better come correct. No, actually, no. So maybe we need to come correct too, though. So I think it's a give and take. Girls,
it's definitely a give and take. Yeah. Y'all already know how I feel about a lot of this. Y'all, we have to
get it together.
We have to. That was a big thing. And I'm not going to say I was always perfect with the giving and taking in my relationship. It was, at the beginning was so hard for y'all. We did not know how we were gonna make it to 4 years, because I wasn't, I didn't know how to do.
You said
a lot
40
of these
years?
things.
Alicia.
I was gonna say, how'd y'all know from the
Listen, I can't.
It should be high off life.
Did you say what? Pilates.
Pilates, 40 years.
But
But
dang, y'all was out 40 years on day one? That's good.
please. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna ask y'all some questions. Like, I just wanna, little.
Okay.
You wanna get to know us?
Get to know y'all. But like, let's talk about it, right? Things that, we've experienced dating. So I'm gonna start with Alicia.
Wow.
Our guest. I'm gonna start with you first.
Yes.
So you're dating somebody exclusively.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Mm-hmm. So how did things change from when y'all were just talking to dating exclusively? Because like I knew you through both stages, right? Mm-hmm. So tell me how did things change? How did what is different now than it was before?
Then I mean, when we started talking, I was in Texas and he was out here.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you know what? I think this guy liked me. And I'm like, ooh, a lot of niggas like me.
Okay.
But y'all, she didn't tell a lie. If you know Alicia, you know they be on her bad. Like they be on her real bad. Like she's a great person, right?
I love her man feelings.
Well, not this one. We didn't want to hurt his feelings. He was a cool guy, but she got to put her first, right? And choosing to date her man exclusive. Like I love you and Hershey's relationship. Like he loves Alicia like down, y'all.
Yeah, love me down
real bad.
But when I moved here and I was like, I wasn't really ready. I told him that before I moved out here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really trying to date nobody. I was in a long relationship, and I'm not. And I'm still cool with my ex. Who trying to date somebody that's still cool with their ex?
Sure,
not me.
Exactly. So I'm not really trying to date nobody because I hang out with my ex. I'm like, yeah, it's whatever. Mm-hmm. But then I realized, well, this guy really liked me, and I do like him. Oh. So I was like, let me get myself together. Cause
you got some ways to go.
And I love y'all bad. Mm-hmm. I love y'all relationship so bad.
And he'll go to these two. But I know he'll go to the end of the world for me. So I'm like, you know what? This is gonna be my guy. I'm dating him exclusively. Like,
I love.
And I feel like he makes sure you're not stressed, you're okay. Mm-hmm. Like, if you don't want to do this, you don't have to. I got it. Like, if this is too much on you, I feel like he does that for you. And that in itself is, yeah.
Because I'm like, I got a big family. So at any moment, my family's coming over. He don't say nothing about it. 3 o'clock in the morning, my siblings calling me, oh, can you unlock the door? He don't say nothing. He go unlock the door.
That's so cute.
So I'm like, you know what? I like that. And he actually tries, like, with me. I speak a different language. He's learning the language.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm like,
you patois?
No, what do people always jump to that? But yeah, Creole. But like he's learning it for me. I mean, I don't speak it to
Miami, that's why.
Not often, but when she do.
Yeah, like when I do speak it, I speak it. Mm-hmm.
Y'all ain't know that?
No.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I remember. An island gal.
Okay, Haitian Creole.
Yes, but I was like, oh, this guy's going above and beyond for me, so I really should let me lock this down. And I know I will bet my life that this man is going all in for me, like.
So when are you proposing?
I'm saying.
Exactly.
We waiting on two
of them.
I'm waiting on Shanaiya. I'm not ready because.
I ain't even. I looked, y'all. First off, when she said I'm waiting on Shanaiya, I looked at the camera like this, like I'm shocked. I'm waiting on me too, honey. I'm waiting on me too. So
just wait.
Listen.
And that's why I'm gonna be married before both of y'all. You know.
I did.
He got
today. That
you
man will marry you
today.
She got a man that love her down too. Listen, they're actually soulmates, and he would today drop everything for her, and he would. Don't look like that. He would.
He would.
That's nice to have.
You just got divorced.
That's what I'm saying. It's nice to have.
You look like you don't
like
rush
that?
into it.
I'm not. I'm scared. Traumatized. I don't want no part.
Say, stay scared. Give it a second.
Okay.
With my man, I feel like he got some non-negotiables because I told this guy, Max, I'm trying to have 1 kid. He want like 3. So I'm like,
oh yeah, I gotta work through
I'm gonna do one.
One and a puppy. 1.5.
But I'm cool with having none.
I'm cool with having none too. And that's when I say everybody think I'm crazy, but I'm really like I'm so content.
Was that a hot topic?
No, because really, my mama, Sharice, if you see this, every day she be like, oh my God, I want a grandkid.
Miss Sharice, she just called you
I'm
out.
like, girl, you see this body?
Exactly. It's
Yeah, like, I'm so outside, I can't even think about kids. Like,
I'm going to send this clip to her, too.
And it's like, are you gonna raise the kid? Like, I just don't have the time, the mental capacity to like kids, and you can do stuff, everything right, and your kids still turn out terrible. And like, I'm just too scared for that.
That is true.
Don't we know it?
Yeah, like
in this world.
I'm okay with one. Like, I know my husband gonna want one, so I'm gonna get him one. He better hope it's a boy, because I ain't doing nothing like that.
Yeah, I feel like for me, 1 or 2, right? 2 is my max. I really would just want 1, but I used to be like 1 or none. You know, like it doesn't matter. I've now transitioned to I want my 1, right? I want that 1. I want to, give my man that 1. I want my own little mini, right? And 1 would just be perfect because I can put my all into that 1, right? That like 1 is fine. My man already has a child, so I feel like she's my bonus baby, and just add another one that's 2.
That is too.
That's 2 right there. Yeah. And she'll be old enough to babysit.
Hope it's a boy, so then he can have a girl.
Old enough to babysit
is
horrible. That's why a lot of kids don't like their siblings now.
I thought of that when I was dating this guy, and his daughter was like 9. I was like, oh yeah, they cool, they got it. We can go on a date. My bad.
We don't. As the oldest, I will say, having to be that second parent to your child. So you're right. I wouldn't do that to her, but like having to be that mama, because I be trying to figure out to this day, I'm talking to my brother, like, what did I go wrong with you? Like, I'm the one that, what did I do for you to do
like,
this?
You were supposed to take him in when you graduated college. I said, who?
Take him in where?
Take him in with that little boy bad.
Y'all, when I was in college living in Columbus, I let my brother come and spend a week with me. When I tell you, he got to go right now. Somebody could get him. He got to go immediately. Terrible.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it. Yeah. But okay. Let's get back to it. Next question is for
Ashley.
Okay.
What standards do you hold in place now that maybe you didn't enforce in relationships before?
I can't answer that because I'm telling you, I've been strict my whole life. I said this earlier. I've been strict my whole life. They just don't listen. I don't know what else they want from me. I've been trying my hardest. Y'all be like, they be like, you say you so strict, but you let a man dog you for 3 years. You know what? I did, and what about it?
You live and you learn.
Yeah.
I was young, but I was still strict. But now, like, I'm still strict, but you got one
strict, but you'll let him go real quick.
I am.
You and that other man, the most recent man, I'm done with him today. I actually trying to talk to her, like, no, you can work through it. No, I'm done.
Yeah.
I call her a week later. So, have y'all made up? No.
I'm
done.
I'm proud of her for that. I
struggle with section, New York Prime. Wait, is that where we went? New York Prime. New York Prime is the.
Don't get me started on that guy.
Oh, I could have paid the bill.
Yeah. Oh, if I would have seen him outside, I would have beat his ass.
Yeah, so, and I feel like once I left one before him, I can leave anybody. Like I said last time, like, y'all.
I love that for you.
Yeah, I can leave it. Yeah.
I feel like now that you've conquered that, everybody got to go through that one hurt, that one tough relationship. Mm-hmm. Once you conquer that one and get through that one, try me if you want to. I can take anything on. Really?
Where you see him at?
Where you see him? You didn't tell me that. Girl, you didn't tell me. You did not tell me that one.
She said you gotta take a drink. Where did you see him? Not at his apartment.
I seen him. Okay, so his homeboy. I'm telling too much because everybody gonna know who this is. Just so, but anyway, his homeboy.
Wait, which one? Which one we talking about? Most recent or before? Tall. Toronto. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, you did tell me that. Okay.
Yeah, so I did see him actually. My homegirl used to talk to his homeboy. Basically, he set it up. He asked his homeboy to see if I was gonna be somewhere with the girl he talked to. She said, yeah, unbeknownst to her, and he set up for him to see me.
And y'all are a year broken up now.
No contact.
She really did go no contact on him. And
I love how you stand on business.
She stood on it bad.
No, because if you know, like, it took me forever to leave.
It's not clocking to y'all.
It's not clocking to y'all.
Y'all, we're gonna have to tell like our we're gonna do that. We're gonna before we leave tonight, I want to talk about that. I want everybody to tell your,
crazy experience.
Yes, our worst one. As a matter of fact, let's talk about that right now. Before I ask Sierra her question, let's start with you, Ashley. So you tell me your worst.
My worst dating experience was with that boy. I met him during COVID. He flew me out to Vegas for our first link, and after that,
Baby, we was pick me up from the airport.
Literally, like after that, it went down here. I'm telling you, every other month somebody came to me as a woman. Girls, following me. It's always something. I remember one time I was cleaning his apartment in Toronto, and I plugged in his iPad. Cause I'm just cleaning. I promise I wasn't even trying to do nothing. I was just cleaning up because whatever. Girl, I plugged in the iPad. I seen a paragraph come up on the iPad. I said, "Bet." I called Shanaiya. I was like, "I'm gonna call the number." She was like, "Do it."
I did. I told her to do it.
She just said, "Do it." I called the number. I'm FaceTiming the girl. She telling me everything. I'm packing up my stuff. I Ubered to the airport in Toronto. Mind you, I didn't have to fly back home because I was supposed to stay there for a couple days. Like, girl, I'm calling Shanaiya, boohoo crying. I'm like, Shanaiya, like, she's like, okay. So I literally flew to Atlanta. Shanaiya came pick me up from the airport, and I stayed here, cried. Yeah. Then I went on a date that night.
Oh, you sure did.
We went on a date that same night, and yeah, left.
I need you to rub that on me because I gotta do better.
Who else until their worst dating experience? Who is your worst dating experience?
You said who is it?
Yeah, don't say his name.
Yeah, I mean, you should know my worst dating experience.
Okay, say it for the podcast.
Give me a hint. Like, which one was it?
What do you mean? We was together in college.
Oh, him?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, he did.
He was actually cool with?
Huh?
That's actually cool with?
We was cool.
Yeah,
No one really said nothing to each other.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to cut him off.
Good. What happened?
What didn't happen?
That's true.
Oh my God. This guy was crazy, but he know he was crazy though. Like he, at the end of the day, like when we became back cool, he was, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little narcissistic. I did do this, I did do that. I was like,
manipulating you already again.
Gaslighting.
Yes.
Gaslighting, I hate that.
Oh my God, and he used to be gaslighting me so bad. And I'm realizing now, I kind of like the drama.
Okay, Huda.
Real bad. Real bad.
Okay. I'm like, this is crazy. So we was dating. We started dating in college, and I guess he was dating somebody else too. Cause I'm sitting on a bus, like you know how you go to like those little HBCU colleges, and they got like the buses and stuff on campus.
Yeah.
So yeah, the bus is taking me back to my dorm. And why is all these people screaming, oh, they still together, they so cute. And I'm standing up to see who they talking about. I'm like, oh, everybody know each other at this school. It's my man and this other girl. Mind you, me and this guy sleep together every single night. So I'm like,
she said still together?
Yes. I was like, huh?
I would have grabbed everybody and
everybody in my path. Get out my way, because
I'm like,
Not
that
they
is
still
insane.
together.
Yes.
What'd you do? I need to know.
What did you do?
Oh my God. I'm like, what did I even do? I'm like, I think I just asked. I was
Probably
like,
blacked out.
You go with that girl? He talking about what?
What?
She just like me. I don't like her. Like,
Nah, y'all go together real bad.
no, this.
If everybody knew.
Yes, everybody knew. I was the only one that did not notice. I'm like,
And that be it.
what?
That be it.
And then it was like a fashion show on campus, like a couple months later. And I asked him, do you want to come with me and my friend and her boyfriend? He was like, nah, I'm not going to that. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. So I go with them, and my friend talking about turn around. I turn around, he's sitting with the same girl, and they wearing matching outfits. I was like, this is crazy.
And what did you do then?
I was like, okay, yeah, I can't talk to you no more. So I cut him off. This man, my roommate opened the door for him, and he just, here he go, just appeared. I'm like, why are you here? Why are you not with your girl? He's like, they tripping. I was trying to tell her something. I was just telling her I didn't want to go with her. I'm like, okay, you trying to drive me
Where
crazy.
you from?
Huh?
Where he from?
He's from here.
No, it makes a lot of sense.
I'm like,
Actually,
you're
that's
literally
solid.
trying to drive me crazy.
And
And I think our last straw was...
That wasn't last straw, friend? I can't talk. I really can't talk.
No, the last straw happened late. So many things happened. I was just like, dang, I like this guy. But I moved to Atlanta. I was like, okay, I'm gonna transfer schools.
He was a provider too.
He was.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm finna transfer schools, and he's like hyping me up to transfer schools.
He's ready for you to go.
Yes.
He messed up his motion.
And I told him, I was like, first off, I don't need your help to tell me to go nowhere, because I wasn't born with you and I did not come to the school with you. So I was never looking for you, sweetheart.
Oh.
And he's like, it's not that deep. I'm just telling you it's better for your major, or whatever. And I go back to the school for his graduation. And I was like, let me test something real quick. Let me repost this guy. And I'm going to take a picture of him. I'm going to post him and say some sweet shit for his graduation. Just to see if he's going to repost it on his story. And I watched. He had like 20 posts of everybody posting him and he's reposting it. So I posted this. I gave it like 6-7 hours. And I asked him, I was like, you finna repost what I posted? He was like, what are you talking about? I was like, you reposted everybody else's stuff, so are you going to repost this? I just want to know. It's not that deep. I'm like, I just want to know if you finna post it. If not, leave my crib.
Oh, I got to whisper something.
Not leave your crib. He was there?
Yeah, sit right next to me.
You ain't never put your hands on him.
Hello.
No grease.
I should have.
No hot water.
Even though we don't do that.
We don't do that. Look on the mic.
No more.
Yeah, I was like, okay, whatever. So what he did was delete every single post that he reposted on his story.
He's a narcissist.
Instead of
bro.
just posting
you should
yours.
put your hands on him.
No, he ended up posting it. He ended up reposting it, but it was too late. He reposted it at the end of the day. And I took a nap and I woke up. I had 5 messages of somebody blowing me up. I'm like,
Coming you
who
as a
is
woman?
this? Yes. So I finally answered the phone. I'm like, who is this? And she's like, you talking to my man? I was like, who is your man?
You mean my man?
Our man?
Yo.
What happened?
I'm like, who's your man? And she's telling me, and I'm just like, I mean, he's my man, but shoot, if you want him, it's not that deep.
He's yours now.
You haven't.
And she's like,
I'm not competitive.
I've been calling him, he not answering the phone. I was like, oh, he on his way over here. Bet. You can call me back if you want to talk to him that bad. And she was like, okay. So as soon as he walked in, I texted her, you can call me here now. She calls. I'm like, oh, hey, here you go. I just gave the phone. And he's like, who is this? And he talking and he heard the voice. He gave me the phone back. He talking about, yo, you love drama. You the problem? It was you the problem? Yes.
And if y'all know her, she does everything so just like nonchalant.
Yes.
Like here, like she's very nonchalant with it too.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm
I
like,
can tell.
he don't want to talk to you. Bye. So I just hung up. And he's like, I'm leaving. I was like, oh, okay.
Bye.
So I went, I sat down to do my makeup because I was about to go out. So I just sat on the floor. I started doing my makeup. I heard the door close. And then I heard the door open again. He walk in. So you not finna say nothing?
Oh.
I'm like, about what? I'm about to go out. I really don't have time to go back and forth right now.
The men want me. The men are outside.
Yeah, I'm like, my friend waiting on me. Like, I don't really have time. Yo, he would not let me leave. I'm like, yo, you are tripping. I ended up leaving him because his mom and his stepmom was like, you gotta go. You really just need to leave this man. And then I left.
When they mamas tell you that they son not no good.
Believe them.
Yo, I left and I'm telling this guy like, do you want to date this girl? A third girl. He's like, no, what are you talking about? I was like, I'm just asking. Do you want to date this girl? He's like, no, I don't even fuck with her. I was like, okay, cool. And then I ended up moving. Same day I moved, I'm on the road to Texas. I watch his story just cause I ain't got nothing to do. I'm driving 13 hours. He buying this girl seafood. They at Juicy Crab.
My dream date.
I was like, this is too crazy for me. I just cannot.
That.
Like, this is too crazy for me. And my friend is like, well, I did say leave him. I was like,
yeah, yours is wild. Y'all, I don't know. I'm teeter-tottering on who's
I
wild.
got more, but I'm going to keep them in the vault.
You have so much more.
I do, but it's cute.
You got video.
Like,
I ain't even gonna say that. Like,
My worst was like high school.
High school, that don't really count.
That was like my worst
In
situation.
high school?
You're a worst
You
lie.
said dating. You said dating.
No, you could the men, the whole thing.
Let me in the whole thing. What you want to talk about? My marriage? What happened?
What that takes the cake, bro.
Oh, at this point we were military married.
If you know,
It was
you
a
know.
contract.
That's it. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
And you look back at it. At least that's what he told old girl.
No,
It was his first option for a military marriage.
Bro, the day after you got married.
But you got pregnant. You was pregnant, though.
I was
The day
pregnant.
after?
Pregnant.
Yeah.
Wasn't it the day after you got married?
When I found out he was texting that girl talking about, oh, we military married?
In the car, the meetup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you.
So you can sit right here.
Let me tell you, because
Let me tell you this real quick because it's actually kind of funny.
now I gotta remember y'all stories for y'all.
You hold everything. You're a reporter. You know all
That's
the
how she
information.
know
I be blocking stuff out of my frontal. It be gone. Mm-hmm. Okay, so long story short, right? Yeah, I guess we were married or whatever. I was pregnant. I pulled up on him pregnant. Okay. To the park, Cooper Creek. If you in Columbus, you know Cooper Creek, hey, y'all don't be doing nothing after dark but being in the back seat, whatever. But that's not what I caught. So apparently the girl was going into the military or whatever. And what's funny is the girl was the sister of the boy I was talking to like 8th grade. They're siblings.
What you saying, sis?
They were siblings. So I used to talk to her brother in like 8th grade. Whatever. So I pull up because he's supposed to be on base, playing spades, playing games, drinking with the boys, right? Location like disappeared. So I'm like, let me go to your last known location. Why are you at this park? So I pull up. I don't know, maybe it's after midnight, maybe midnight 1. And he's sitting on the car talking to his ex. It's dark. They just talking. Sitting there. So I pull up, you know. So you're not playing cards? She was like, so you put up on him? I said, yes, I did.
Slap the fuck out of her.
I was like, yes, I did. See, this is where I knew I was too nice.
Mind your mouth talking to me.
I could have made her ass walk home. I said, nah, I'm going to follow. Because he picked her up and they went around the corner.
Y'all be better than me, baby.
And she was like, and you're pregnant? I said, with his child. So where are you going with this? Because you finna get shipped off to the military. Like, I don't know what else you want me to tell you. Because she was trying to go back. I don't do that. Just, I can make you walk. So I was like, nah, let me see where you stay. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, yeah, go ahead and take her home. I'll follow you. And then I'll see you at the house. So I followed, you know, now I know where you stay. So don't you ever try that again. I ain't heard from her since. But that did happen. I did pull up pregnant. We were newly married. That man put me through the ringer. But she told me not to marry him. But I was already pregnant. I wanted a baby. I did.
Listen to Shanaiya.
You just told me. She's like, you never listen to me. I don't listen to nobody. I don't listen to
Don't
nobody.
listen, but who'll be the first person she calls as soon as she hit the fan?
You was big pregnant or a little pregnant?
I was a little pregnant at that time. You weren't that big yet.
Girl, I've been right at the abortion clinic.
I need my baby. My baby is good to me. I love my child.
We love us some
unconditional
things.
love. Like
Yes.
really, like I didn't want to be a baby mama, so I married him, and I got out of Georgia. Maybe I loved him. Maybe I didn't. We don't really know what love is at this point. But I survived 4 years and some change.
Was Georgia the problem?
Baby, listen. I'm gonna tell Karen. Even though this ain't my
Georgia was
her relationship ain't my relationship to tell, but I feel like I was in it with her. What took the cake for me was that fire, and he had like, he was just doing what he was doing out of town. Like he just really wasn't.
He was doing stuff out of town too, probably, huh?
Yeah.
Anyways,
what do you mean?
Apartment fire.
Her apartment caught on fire with a little baby. He's out of town.
It was Christmas. It was 2 days before Christmas. If you lived in Whisperwood in Columbus, you know you were there. I'll say places.
Stressed.
I'll say places.
The house is on fire. It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
But don't worry, you don't live there no more.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning. House is on fire. I'm asleep. I look at my phone. Somebody's blowing me up. I answer the phone, a FaceTime, and it's her. She just has the camera turned, and her whole apartment is on fire.
I was just sitting there, bro.
I'm hopping up out of bed trying to figure out if I need to get to Columbus. He didn't even like budge to like come home early or anything.
He came home. Day. It was 2 days. 2
days is crazy, bro.
Being there for
he should have came home that same day. My infant baby.
Let me tell you something.
And my.
You gotta stop putting your hands on this man.
You gotta start putting your hands, because some of these niggas deserve to have hands put on him, and he's one of them. 2 days, girl, man in a car. I'm on my way. The house done burned down. My baby, and you remember you said that
he was in Texas with his family. We didn't go that trip. I don't remember why we didn't go, but I guess he wanted to go by himself.
He wanted to go by himself with an infant baby. She literally said that had the baby not cried and she got up and was changing him, she wouldn't have probably made it out in time.
I was tired. It was 2-3 in the morning. I was like, baby, why you not going to sleep? Like, it's bedtime. He wanted to play peekaboo and all that. I'm like, bro, just go to sleep.
What caused the fire? Oh,
I think it was Christmas time. I don't know, somebody lights or whatever, but on the patio they had a propane tank. So that caught and then it went poof.
Last question. You have renter's insurance?
I did. I got a little check.
Good. Everybody get renter's insurance.
Got a little check.
Have your renter's
I go back to my seat now.
Yeah, that was a good story. That was a good story.
Shanaiya.
I don't really know what my worst I'm not gonna hold you.
High school don't count?
High school needs to count for me because I feel like it doesn't count. But like ours went all the way into college, and like we were out of high school when stuff really got bad. When I had to, y'all.
It happened.
And then his mama.
Situation.
But I survived that. And he knows who he is. My mama be saying to this day, I want to see him and his mama. I wish I would see his mama. Like, y'all, the parents were involved. That's how bad it was for us.
Oh, yeah.
Like, parents were involved.
Alicia, please.
Don't do the dude in high school. Just don't do it.
Technically, it was after.
That was nice. I lost mine too.
It was after high school. Back to our right. I love them. Back to our regularly scheduled program. Our last question goes to.
I answered. No, I didn't answer.
Wait,
CC on the beat. CC on the beat. CC on the CC on the
So even though we talked about your marriage, we touched on it. But after being married and divorced, what really matters to you and a partner now? Like, what is your, like, you have to have this, it's a non-negotiable, I done been through this, like, what is your...
Y'all, I'm only 26. I've been married and divorced. That's military marriages for you. But I will say transparency is key for me. Like, some stuff, you know, they'd be like, if you look for something, you're going to find it. And I found it.
Going through that phone be crazy.
I'll be sitting there like, yep, that sound about right. I remember one time I came downstairs and was on the phone with a girl, but that's not what we're talking about.
What, Sierra?
I remember that.
Her name was Rain.
What are you saying to me?
Her name was, you know what? The problem is, let me come back to that. The problem is, when I have my future daughter, it's a couple girls that done ruined the name. I can't name my daughter Alicia. I can't name her Rain. I forgot the rest of them girls' name. But I can't even name my daughter names that I wanted to name because he was talking to them girls.
You telling me you walked down the stairs in your home,
in y'all marriage,
and he's on phone with a girl.
Talking about, I'm gonna call you right back.
What? Oh my God,
downstairs.
y'all! I'm
talking about they just.
I'm gonna call you right back.
They just cool.
I'm gonna call you right back. I hope
she played the game. Well, I wonder if this is the same girl. Probably it'd be something. Talking about we were playing the game. She talking about.
Video game.
Whatever game to control.
Call of Duty.
Probably was Call of Duty. Talking about, we're in a group. She talking about, she my girlfriend on the game. And the guys are like, ha ha ha, that's funny.
How old are we?
That's not funny.
Yes.
Also, I don't believe in work wives and work girlfriends.
Me neither.
No, you ain't got no work bae.
Work bae is
She pack your lunches? No. Anyway, so transparency is very important.
Hold on, what'd you do?
Me?
You walked down on the phone with somebody on the phone.
I went off for a little bit, but I couldn't because our son was still in the
Called
vicinity.
me.
I probably did call you.
You didn't choke him in his sleep?
No.
Even a pillow over his head?
No. You know what I'm saying? I almost called the cops on me for yelling at him in front. Like, I wasn't even in his face, bro. I was like this.
He called the
cops? He called the police on her.
Going off on him. Baby on hip. Baby on hip.
Is he a little sassy?
Not for my reckon. Anyways, man, I almost called the cops on me. And instead of Colorado, they taking somebody at the house. Nah, he talking about I called and hung up. I just wanted, I called my daddy. Leave that nigga.
You know what? Something I just thought about. Even though I feel like he probably was your worst, like that marriage was very toxic.
100%. From the beginning.
That was not your worst dating.
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
Who was it?
She forgot.
It definitely was, like, to the point. Remember when I had... Because she knows.
And there are cookies. Sorry
My
about the
birthday, 21st birthday.
Sorry about the cookies.
21st birthday.
Somebody?
Is always your birthday?
The heart?
Rainbow, LGBTQ.
Oh, I had a whole girlfriend.
Oh, I was going to say so.
That was your worst. That girl, it got physical. Remember, I had to come over there. I was about to, me and her, we was about to pee.
Yeah, because my ex-husband was. I was taking him to the airport. I was taking him to the airport, and he was in my bed, but I was downstairs. Like, I was packing because I think I was going somewhere too. He was in my bed. She came in there. What you do? Grab my hair, push me against the wall. She heavyweight.
Girl, and I was there, 2 piece. Me and her, we was about to go toe to toe with that. I was about to go toe to toe with her. I was ready.
She put me against the wall.
She threw you against the wall?
She was a big...
She was...
And I mean, I ain't
Taylor
small.
Say? A big 'em?
But yeah, I ain't small. I was smaller back then.
A big 'em.
But...
I survived that, too.
That is insane.
You could do a story. There
was a ring, too. I got a ring, everything.
They were engaged. We went to Bridals by Lori.
I tried on dresses.
She was ready.
That was so fun.
She probably worse than us.
I was going to adopt the child and everything. No, I wasn't going to adopt the child. Because you remember?
You were going to use
I had a sperm donor.
You was going to use sperm donor. And I feel like that's what went downhill for y'all was because you... Anyway.
I tested out that
She had a baby and y'all.
She did. Yeah. See, stress.
I remember.
Stress.
I asked the man and everything. I was like, you know what? Y'all both got green eyes, curly hair, light skin, mixed. I was like, oh, we can make a cute baby. And then guess what happened? Me and him, we both had kids a day apart, bro. Their birthdays are a day apart. I've been going through it. But I survived.
You know what?
And I barely.
You know,
because I feel like it's
a moment.
No, I'm saying. No,
take your antidepressants.
What's the
She the problem.
Take your antidepressants. No, I'm not the problem because everybody I left or who left me all circle back.
You still the problem.
No.
Well, I guess not too much on Sierra.
Not too much on her.
Not too much on her.
You actually seen it this year. I'm stressed.
It's too low. I want to be a part of the conversation.
Okay, Z.
Aww.
Big Z.
Not the little one.
Yeah.
So that was it for you? That was your...
Yeah. Transparency, communication. I got ADHD. Leave me alone. I forgot what I was talking about.
Well, Shanaiya.
Yeah, that.
You've been in a relationship for 4 years. Do you feel like you lowered any expectations or anything has changed for you?
Lowered expectations? No. Have I found newer expectations or have I changed maybe some of my non-negotiables for him? Absolutely. And not in a bad way, right? As y'all know, one of my non-negotiables in my single era, after I finished talking to that last guy and talking to me, it was kids. Kids, that was my non-negotiable. And so when we first started dating, I didn't know he had a kid. There was no pictures on social media. It was nothing, right? And so we were on the phone one day, and it might have been like a month into us talking. I'm not even about to look at her. It might have been like a month into us talking. We was on the phone just like laughing, joking, and I was like, I don't know why I said it, but out of the blue, I was like, I'm so happy you don't have a kid. Like, I would not want to go through that. And he got quiet, and I'm like, hello? I'm like, what? Hello? And he was like, yeah, so I'm going to be completely honest with you. I do have a daughter. And so I started laughing because I'm thinking he joking. Because we was joking on the phone. So I'm thinking he joking. So I started laughing. And I was like, because he wasn't laughing. He wasn't laughing back. So I'm like, are you serious? And he was like, yes. Like, so I understand if you don't want to continue. And so, like, we got off the phone. I had to pause. I was like, okay.
Let me process.
You call me and...
Yeah. You had to do my round robin, call everybody, think about it. And I will say the way we started off dating was different, right? We didn't do just like dinner dates. He took me and we had experiences. We talked. We did a lot of different things. And so I saw like the value in him in the beginning. And so I just weighed out my pros and cons. And I'm like, am I really about to give up, something that I have not been able to find in this genuine connection and this man that I actually...
Genuine connection.
Right, genuine connection.
I love it.
Am I about to give that up over, him having a kid? Like, let me at least hear him out. And so I called him back. And, it was like a one-night stand situation. And, it happens. And so I was like, okay, we're going to go with it. If anything, if it gets tough and I can't do it, but I'm willing for him. Like I saw, just like, men should see our value. I saw the value in him. Right. And so we went with it, and y'all, it's literally like I love her down. Like that is my bonus baby. We just went on a trip to Dallas, and I love her to pieces, and there's no baby mama drama. We get along. We were in Dallas and I was texting her like, hey, what do you want me to do to her hair? She's like, oh, do this for me, do that for me. Like, it's how it should be, right? Very, very healthy situation. So I had to, that was, so sometimes you have to let go of some of your non-negotiables, but you got to weigh out the pros and cons. And so I haven't like lowered any standards or anything like that, but I had to reevaluate what was truly important to me. And, some of those non-negotiables, like, can you work through it? Can you not? So yeah.
I feel like, I guess you really do got to pull somebody for a chat.
Pull somebody for a chat.
She don't even know why.
She not even watching it right now. But she knows. She knows. For a chat. I'm about to make I'm gonna make him, because he watches Love Island with me. I'm gonna tell him, give me a speech, a recoupling speech. I'm gonna tell him to do it. Y'all know he's real sentimental. He used to write me poems and stuff. So I want to see what he's gonna say.
That is cute.
Tell her she do that to you.
That sounds like a proposal if you're writing a speech.
I can see him now trying to rap.
So, that would be a good post. Somebody tell him. Tell him, like, to do my proposal is like a recoupling. Yeah.
I'm be like, Chance.
He's gonna. So my boyfriend, like, he loves all of y'all, but those two, they clown so much together. So I feel like she would be the first to know, and then she'd call the rest of y'all and be like, okay, so it's happening.
Don't tell me nothing, because I can't hold water. So don't tell me nothing. I need to be surprised too.
They're actually gonna be over here random day of. But you your makeup like this. Make sure you put this on. Let me see your nails. I'ma know.
Yeah, I can't hold water. Don't tell me nothing. I need to be surprised.
She gonna be. I got something to tell you, but I can't tell you.
Is that big? Guess what? I can't tell you. I can't tell you. Yeah, no, don't tell me.
Well, now I know. I'm not telling Ashley nothing.
Don't tell me nothing. I'm so serious.
Yeah, I don't think I can know either. You call me too much.
God.
You call me too much throughout the day.
She be talking too much.
She will slip up.
I'm gonna tell. No, I know I'm gonna tell you. That's why you can't tell me for real.
Yeah, it's gone.
So what are y'all gonna do? What is he supposed to tell them?
Alicia,
you want to tell them to show up somewhere?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, y'all wanna do something with me? I'm gonna have to surprise y'all too.
Yeah,
Me and Sierra slip up. Okay, where we go? Let's go.
What's the attire? What we gotta wear?
I'm like, come with me to surprise all three of my girls with a proposal.
A proposal for one of them, but surprising all three.
Because the other ones can't hold water, they slow. So
yes,
they're gonna be like, oh, what's happening?
Okay, I'm being away like this. For me? I'm getting, who is it? Who proposed it?
Wait, it's for me, but who? But yeah, we're gonna get there. I'm trying not to
rush things.
I don't believe in giving like.
You can say you're making a new wine.
And oh yeah, we're gonna do that. I don't believe in giving like an ultimatum, right? I'm gonna let him do it on his terms, and it'll happen when it happens.
Oh,
there you go. All right, so y'all, we're about to do a bonus round of some questions, right? We had Cierra just gave us,
it's a question on these.
Some questions.
Not mine. It's the lottery numbers.
Okay. Play to make a millions tonight.
All right, so this is our bonus round where we're just gonna each ask questions to the group. Let's get a drum roll. I'll go first. It's upside down. All right, would you rather date a great communicator with no ambition or a go-getter who cannot express their emotions?
Go-getter.
Go get her. Me too, because get the money.
Yeah.
We'll figure out
We'll
emotions
work on
later.
that.
We'll
I'm going to have to build my man.
Okay, mine.
One step at a time.
Okay,
One step at a time.
Don't even rush. Okay,
Go ahead.
what are 3 green flags that instantly catch your attention?
Man, that's
Money.
so good.
Let me stop.
A good smelling man.
A good smelling man.
An intelligent speaking man. The way you talk to me, or your first line, sentence, statement to me, is very important.
Don't hit me with no yo.
No, yo, a girl.
Don't call me your ball.
Hey, girl.
My ball.
Don't call me no fine shit.
No fine shit. Ooh, I hate fine shit.
That's not
I
cute.
hate fine shit.
Where did that even come from?
I don't know.
My fine shit, my little shit. I hate
like
that.
that.
I hate that real bad.
I'm a lady. I'm 27. Ooh, it's on my age. I'm old.
I'm 26.
And then I'm old too. We were born the same year.
Oh, my God. We all a year apart? Oh, no.
They're, no.
I'm 26.
26, 27, 28, 29.
Yeah. We're all. Oh, I can't wait for your 30. We got to go up. We need to
thinking
party
Zanzibar.
for a week. Zanzibar is crazy.
Why everybody keep telling you that?
Zanzibar Y'all where Zanzibar is?
It's gonna be just her.
Tanzania.
Yeah, it's gonna be just her and Hershey.
It's clearly.
They got the money.
But I was thinking, like, we could probably finesse a, like, Saint Tropez or Mykonos. But Zanzibar is actually
okay. I'm gonna think of something else.
Gracias.
Okay.
Okay, green flags. Smell good.
Clean teeth.
Good oral hygiene.
Good oral hygiene. That's important.
Personality is big for me. Like,
good
personality. Can you make me laugh?
Yes, you gotta be goofy with me because I can't just be kiki.
Yes, because I'm a
Because
we
we will sit there and laugh and nothing.
Laugh at, like, you gotta laugh at me. Because,
Yes, I'm a hoot and half man.
Laugh
I love
with me, laugh at me.
Kiki.
Mm-hmm.
They be like, what? And then, but the thing is, why do you think it's funny? Don't be funny to everybody. I don't care.
Yeah.
If it's too awkward, just laugh anyway, please.
I'm not gonna.
Y'all want to know something else that's a green flag to me?
What?
This just popped in my mind.
You
A
forgot
man,
already.
no, I didn't. I'm trying to figure out how to say it. A man that is like, I guess, well, spontaneous, right? Or not even spontaneous. Let's go, get dressed. Let's like the other night when we went to go see that movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it was.
I was like,
I had no plans.
You didn't say nothing
We
about
were
F1.
sitting on the couch.
F1 with Damon Idris.
Girl, see, it's a good movie. We were sitting on the couch.
It's
I
long.
had
It's
a long day. I was already irritated, and I was like laying my head on his shoulder, and he was like, "Okay, get up, get dressed."
It was like 10
"Get up,
o'clock.
get dressed."
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm going to the movies.
Get up, get dressed. He had
That's
bought
so
movie
cute.
tickets, everything.
That's
When
so
we got
cute.
there, he had already bought my snacks that I like.
Oh.
Like, yes. So I
Go Chance.
love that. Yeah, I love my man. I love my man.
What's that?
You about to ask your question?
Yeah, she gonna sit here.
Oh, what's my question? Woo.
You just
It is
smiling.
My bad. Ready to smile. But I love my man.
Okay, she got sidetracked.
Okay. Is dating harder in your late 20s, or are we just more self-aware?
It's definitely both.
Yes, both.
The dating pool is trash.
But then we also are very self-aware, and we know what we want, what we...
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because when you're dating younger, except for me, because I got married young. But for the normal people, when you're dating...
Now
20,
people
25,
that's dating young that got married
it's not
young, they gonna
intentional.
think that you...
Yeah, I'm saying 20 through 25, you're not being intentional.
No.
Once
Having
your
fun.
full brain cells develop, the frontal lobe and all that, then you probably think about, who my husband, who my wife.
But you think you being intentional.
But
though.
you're really not. So y'all gonna hear this about these
Lulu.
old girls, these old hags. I know what they're talking about. We know what we're talking
We
about.
know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It makes sense to us.
Yes, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm old and wise.
But don't look it. Don't look it at all.
Mm-mm.
Girl, stand up for the camera. Let them see you. Let them see what 29
Yeah,
looks like.
Okay.
Let them see what 29 looks like.
Fine teeth.
Yes. Oh, let me
Yeah.
read my question. 24, 56, 6. Let me
I know I didn't put that in face. We about to play them.
Okay, so you perfect thing. She said,
Okay. What's worse, being ghosted or getting the ick after a great first date?
Ick.
Ghosted.
I ain't never
Because when
ghosted.
you're ghosted, you build time with that person, then it disappears. It like offer. I'm gonna be mad if I go on a date and I'm like, damn, why do I even come here?
Yeah.
But like, it would be worse if I built something with somebody and then they just
Ghosted.
disappear.
They just ghost
Because that
you.
almost
Oh, I
happened to
agree.
me, and I was like, where you been? What's going on with you? But
Did he tell you where he been? Ghosted still?
no, we talked.
Oh.
I think it's the ick for me because like I'm like, we doing good, and then in the text messages he said something like, "Oh, you should let me come home with you." Heck no. Now you're blocked. You're being weird.
Or they
You're
hit
scaring
you.
the
Or
guys.
they hit you with that big money.
Okay, you're scaring the girls. You're scaring the girls, and I'm scared.
Big money is crazy.
Big money. I hate big money.
Big money would have me falling out, crying, laughing. I'll probably call everybody
Immediately.
in my contact list.
Yeah, that.
No.
Now I'm blocking because now you're just irritating me. Now I'm mad.
Yes.
That's so mad.
But no, I think it's being ghosted too. I'll be like, dang, I thought we liked each other.
Right.
I thought we was
Going.
building something. They're gonna be like, no, you was ugly. Damn.
Dang.
Ugly is
respond to it? Where do you
crazy. That's actually crazy. That's crazy. But y'all, this has been a lot of fun. I love doing this with y'all. And we have to run it back with you as our guest again.
Yes. Nice meeting y'all.
Girl, I hate when you do that. No, man, she in text message she be like, when you hang out, she's like, it was nice
It
meeting
was nice
y'all.
meeting y'all. We had girls' night. It was nice after she left. She got home. So it was nice meeting y'all. Girl, we know you.
Maybe
I
she
know you
thought-
from 10th grade.
Maybe it's the wrong person we texted something.
Nah, but
It's
she
her.
sees a different version of us each time. Like she learned something new, maybe. Nice meeting.
That would be nice if it wasn't Alicia.
Nice meeting. You know.
Yeah. We're gonna have to run this back.
No.
Yes, I appreciate y'all watching. Please make sure to subscribe, to comment, follow us on TikTok.
Not too much on us.
Not too much on us.
Yes.
Follow us on Instagram. You can also follow us on our personal Instagrams. I'm gonna let our guest tell hers first.
Ali Vanity.
Spell it.
Spell it.
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, it's AALIVANITY.
Perfect.
Cool. Sierra.
Sincerely forbidden.
And then Ashley Amari, ASHLEYY.AMARI.
And mine is XOXO Shanaiya with 3 A's at the end. So follow us, you guys. And remember, whether you're single, taken, tired, dating in your late 20s is definitely different, right? We just got to figure out how to navigate it. And it should be. We've grown, we've glowed, and now we're asking for more. And it is what it is.
Yep.
Snaps for
Just
Shanaiya.
like that.
Snaps
Yes.
for Shanaiya.
Yep. But just remember, not too much on us.
Not too much on us.
us.
Cue the theme music.
On us.
Not too much on us.
Oh,
Not too much on us.
You got people downstairs. I'm banging.
But
on
yeah,
the stage.
bye, you guys. We'll see y'all next time. Ask us some questions if you have any topics that you would like for us to
DM us.
speak on. DM us. Let
Yes.
us know.
Yep.
And
Stay tuned.
stay tuned.